Listen, you black men that are dealing with these women, and y'all are making it bad for a lot of these women. I'm telling you. I wonder how smart women are because everybody got a degree, everybody claimed to be smart, but you would think that some of these women would make better choices. If you know that a dude is messing, you know what? Let me go ahead and get to the video because I can't. I'll be chiming in throughout the video. Let's get to it.
Plaintiff Erica Carradine first met the defendant when she realized they were sleeping with the same man. And that's when she discovered the defendant was pregnant. Erica claims after the baby was born, she and the defendant got in a fight. And she's suing her today because she claims the defendant filed a false restraining order against her. Defendant Nicole Dillard insists Erica knew about her when Erica started sleeping with Nicole's man, and also knew that Nicole was pregnant with his baby. Nicole admits that she filed a restraining order against Erica, but she claims it was because Erica came to her place of employment to harass her. Nicole's countersuing for harassment and emotional distress.
Ladies, I have to ask y'all something. With all the men in the world, none of y'all want to. I think deep down y'all have no problem sharing a man. And I know my homeboy here, he doesn't like for me to use the word poly. But why, if you know a man is already in a relationship, with all the men that are single out here, why do y'all deal with bums? Why do y'all what's the real question? Why do y'all deal with men that already have that's already in a relationship with somebody else? I honestly believe that a lot of you women, and I'm speaking to you so-called black women of America, I think y'all are really addicted to chaos. I honestly believe y'all are addicted to chaos. But let's go ahead and get into it.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
I only know of Nicole because her son's father, Landon, chose to have multiple relationships outside of her pregnancy. I met Landon
Were
June.
you one of them?
Yes.
Okay.
I met Landon June of last year.
How do you know he chose to have multiple?
Because 3 weeks into our relationship, her cousin crashed his car because he was sleeping with her cousin.
Okay.
So
Did you
that's
end the
how-
relationship then, or?
We had just got together.
Okay, so you continued.
Yes.
All right, knowing that there were multiple relationships.
Okay, when he met me, we was in a relationship and like the cousin crashed the car, so they wasn't together anymore, but the cousin seen him in traffic and crashed the car.
Go ahead, my brother.
You know what's crazy about this part? Like, and this is the things that men need to be more vocal about. When women want to talk about their past, and this is why I tell women that don't visit your past unless the guy wants to know something. And please answer specifically what he's asking. Don't try to like give access to more than what he's asking for. Because y'all will tell a story from the beginning pointing out the clear problem with the person. Like you'll be like, oh, I knew, he was talking to multiple women, but, he made me feel like I was the only. Y'all will say something that will clearly be a tall tale to your demise. And y'all will say that part as if it's just normal. You see how she started this off? And he's like, well, you ended it with her, right? Like, y'all did end it. Like, once you realized that he was, even if you decided to be in a relationship with this guy, another woman crashed a car because he was in a relationship with her. That's when you should have ended. No, she's trying to make him look bad while she's trying to explain how they got together. And it makes her look worse. Like, women do this a lot. And my advice is to just wait until the guy is concerned about your history, like your personal history. Like, tell him like what you learned or things that you know. But don't go into this whole tangent on trying to make this guy, because the new guy don't need to know anything about this guy other than what he would probably on a off day want to know. But y'all will tell at the very beginning what the problem was. But that's it.
You know, brothers, you know what's crazy? I'm going to piggyback off of what my boy said. The fact that the judge had to question her 3 times for her to get the story out. Her alleged boyfriend crashed, like the girl that he was dealing with before crashed. Like, you didn't see that was already going to be chaos, and yet you still dealt with him. But brothers, it's only going to get worse from here as she keeps telling the story. Let's continue.
Okay.
But we were already begun
all right.
dating.
So when you all began dating, he stopped all of his relationships.
Yeah.
You see how she hesitated to answer that question? So again, brothers, I honestly believe that most of the women in America, and I'm speaking to the so-called the woman of color, I honestly believe that y'all are addicted to chaos. Let's continue.
Sounds like you're unsure, but go ahead.
So everything was cool. He told me he had 2 daughters. That was fine because I have children, and he reassured me that the relationship was stable. So he never really mentioned her at all to me during her pregnancy. In fact, when I found out about her, my friend told me that, "Are you hollering at Landon? Oh, he has a baby on the way." So I called, asked Landon. He said that it was a possibility that the baby was his. So as of a possibility, I kept seeing him. Mm-hmm. So everything was fine. Then she had the baby in January. We stayed in contact while she was in delivery. We did the text message thing or whatever. And after she had the baby, he came over to the house and we discussed that it was fine that he spent the night that night with her at the hospital for support, but he knew where to be the next night after that.
What does that even mean? So she feel like you feel like you could actually. So you're telling this man that after the hospital, after the delivery with the baby, he has to come home? You act like you got control of this man. Are we crazy?
Oh man, that is.
And brothers, I don't know how old she is. I'm going to assume she's either in her late 20s or early 30s. When does the woman mature mentally, brothers? I've already told y'all, most women don't mature mentally until they're about 45 years old. Most of the time, that's when their body look like doo-doo. That's when the body turns into jello and everything else. I don't make these things up, brothers. I don't make this stuff up. Let's continue.
That. So
And that was with you, obviously.
Correct.
All right.
He was there all the time. Mm-hmm. So in February, he called me up, "Hey, baby, my mom's going to start babysitting my son for babysitting checks." So I said, "Okay, fine, that's cool." So I was going to take him to work like I've been doing for the past 10 months before he just got another vehicle this year.
What? Again, do women like chaos and do women like dealing with Pookies and Ray Rays? You've been taking this nigga to work for the past 10 months? This dude already has 2 children, another one that was on the way, so that's a total, now he has 3, and you've been taking this man to work for the past 10 months. Do women like dealing with Pookies and Ray Rays? Let's continue.
I went to his house to pick him up, and I was parked in front of his house, and Miss Dillard came from the parents' home down to his house. I stayed in the car. She jumped out. She called me out my name. She told me she had sex with him in my car. So we kind of like argued back and forth. Landon had a friend come pick him up. So he jumped in the car with his homeboy. Yeah, and left both of us there. So she's like following up behind him, talking to the back of his neck, like, tell her. But he didn't tell me anything. But I did request my house keys back from him in front of her. So I left, he left, and I don't know what she did, but I seen her going up the street, and I decided as a woman just to talk to her without him, since he ran like a coward. Maybe we could pull our cars over and talk about it without.
You followed her?
I seen her, I followed her, yes. But I didn't mean for it to be like a chase. I was on the phone with my sister like, Nikki, pull over. Well, she was speeding, so I was trying to keep up with her.
So you were chasing. That is a chase. When someone speeds and you try to catch up with the speeding person, the only way you can do that is to chase them.
Okay, I chased.
Why? You don't. First of all, you don't have no children with this man. So we're gonna start there. You took your house keys from this nigga, and you already know that he has a child with her. So if you took your house keys away from him, I would assume that you would have broke up with him. So what is the point of you wanting to talk to her, quote unquote, as a woman? What is that? For what? You could have ended all this.
The fact that she does, if I'm mistaken, she doesn't have no kids by this guy.
None.
And this woman just said we had to reconcile some differences. What you was the crazy chick in this situation. I mean, they're all crazy. Every woman involved with this guy is crazy. But there's something that the fact that he has to let her know what she's doing in the midst of her like story, so she can hear the reality of some of the stuff she was doing, so she can look at herself and like, okay, I was doing some crazy things. And I don't think that she's absorbing what he's trying to let her see. Like, I think that she just, like, that's why she keeps laughing it off, because it's like, but I'm not crazy though. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna do like some 99.9% of black women in America are crazy. That's all.
Not just crazy, brothers, but bat shit crazy. You chasing a woman down the street, and both of y'all driving. You could have probably hit somebody, or got into an accident, hit a pole, or lost control of your vehicle over a man. And according to her, he was a coward. According to her. But let's continue.
Asked her to talk to her like a woman, but she never did want to pull over to talk about the situation, because if she would have had anything in her phone, like text messages.
Situation spoke for itself. What was there to talk about?
Because he was trying to play both of us.
Right. So, as you just said, it spoke for itself. There's nothing else to discuss. We got a man who's playing both of us, and he just ran when we caught him.
Right, you're right.
Nothing else to discuss. Let me know the background on this from your perspective.
My child.
Brothers, before you know what? I wonder if she even comprehended what she just said. If she was to play back, if she was to go back and watch everything, or listen to everything she just said, she would sound like a dope. And I don't even think she even comprehended anything. Nothing. But let's go in here to defend it, what she has to say.
Child's father and her were seeing each other periodically. She did know that I was pregnant. My first time knowing about Erica was in October. I was 7 months pregnant. Him and I had a confrontation, so I went to his job where he works to discuss it with him, because he was ignoring my calls, not answering the phone.
Now, why would you do that? So, I mean, because I'm sure that he's hiding, because he doesn't want to hear the chaos that's about to come out your mouth. But why would you pull up to his job and cost him his career or wherever he was working. So potentially you could have got that man fired because you want to act like a child, because you want quote unquote answer or you want closure. Brothers, you don't owe any of these women closure. But with him, I can't speak for that dude because he a cornball, whoever he is. But let's continue.
She then pulled up to the place of business. She put her window down. I noticed it was a female. I did ask someone, why was she there? Who was that was? They said, oh.
Why did you ask her that?
I didn't ask her. I asked someone else. I was curious.
Why?
Because I was 7 months pregnant. I see a female. Okay.
So every female that you saw during your pregnancy, you asked who they were?
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yep.
But I just asked. I was curious.
Why?
I don't know. But he just explained to me, if someone comes down here. Okay. I said, whatever. I was at his house a few weeks later, and she began driving up and down the street, going back and forth from corner to corner. I then knew, okay, something is going on between you and this girl because she wouldn't be riding by for no apparent reason. Our first
it sounds like you have pretty good intuition, quite frankly.
Right. Yeah. And our first altercation was a verbal altercation. It was January 5th of 2000.
Brother, before I even the fact that the judge said she had pretty good intuition, how come y'all don't have no intuition when y'all with a man and y'all don't y'all can't see the intuition when y'all know if he's gonna cheat or not before y'all even engage in any type of sexual intercourse? Come on, man. That intuition, but that's some bullshit. That's the same. It's just like when they went, you're a Taurus. I know that you cheat. Oh, you're a Capricorn. You like to hug trees and eat tree bark. Like, what are y'all? What? Y'all women, y'all crazy. Let's continue.
2009, I was on my way to my ultrasound. I was 9 months pregnant. Me and my witness that is here with me today were on the way to the ultrasound. We were driving down the street. The plaintiff was in the left lane, but she was a few cars behind. She then maneuvered her way through the cars just to get on the side of me. She then put her window down and proceeded to argument. And me, I put my window down and I got to arguing as well. But my witness told me, Nikki, you're pregnant. She's not worth it, just gone. So I went on and I left. Then we had another altercation that she was referring to was the 23rd of February. My first day back to work, I was dropping my baby off at his mother's house, which is his grandmother. And I did see her down at his home. I went to him because we were together. I questioned him. She was in her vehicle. I questioned him, asked him, what's going on? Why is she here? She then got out her car, came to my vehicle and asked me, and she said, Nikki, I don't have a problem with you. I then told her, this has nothing to do with her. I'm talking to him. I mean, I'm not going to fault her because he obviously lying to both of us. So then she got upset. He then told her, I'm done with you. I want to work it out with my son.
Was that before or after he ran?
He didn't run.
Your
He didn't run.
What did he do?
He didn't run.
What
Let me
did
guess.
he do?
He stood there. He grabbed me. He put me back in my vehicle. He tried to put me back in the vehicle. Nikki, go ahead and leave. His father then came down the street and asked me, Nikki, just gonna leave. Go ahead, go to work. I was upset.
You got in the car and she chased you? Is that true?
I got in the car, and then after that, I hadn't seen her anymore.
Sounds like you all have a lot of mutual arguing here. So the defamation, why are you suing her for defamation?
I went to Great Giant to buy some oxtails because I was cooking. They got the best meat in Flint. I didn't even know where she worked at because the day we got into it. There? Yes.
And then what happened?
I just went.
They have the best meat in. Besides all that, the fact that she went there, and now she's saying that she didn't know that she worked there. But we'll see what's really going on. Let's continue.
There and I caught my groceries and I left.
So why are you telling me about that?
Because the next
what's
day,
wrong with buying groceries?
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. I went there to buy groceries and I left. But the next day,
you're not alleging that she did anything.
The next day, I got a PPO order served saying that Ms. Diller said I came to her job and police wasn't contacted because management made me leave.
Okay. And what was the result of that?
The result is I have the PPO order.
Yeah. Wasn't there a hearing that occurred after the emergency order?
No, it was just signed on her behalf.
Right, but there's a hearing that occurs later to determine whether it is legitimate and whether it should be permanent or lifted.
I filed a motion and he won't lift it, terminate it, or modify it.
Okay, so there was a hearing. She got the PPO, and now why are you suing her for defamation?
Because the letter says that I never went to their place of business and did anything
Whose
out
letter
of the
was it?
ordinary. It's the letter from her job where she works at.
Your Honor, may I respond to that?
You have that letter? You
Yes,
handed me
sir.
that letter?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Do have statements from 2 of my managers who says where they made me leave the sales area
Let's
when
see
she
your
came
letter.
into my job.
Let's see your letter. And your defamation is based on her telling the judge that you did something that you didn't?
Yeah, she keeps showing up
Okay,
in court.
unfortunately, ma'am, anything said in court is protected, and you can't sue for defamation. It's privilege. You can, because the judge is supposed to keep those transcripts until the end of the case. So
I ain't gonna lie. It seems like she's suing because she can't go back in the store to pick up some oxtail. That's what it seems like. But come on, man. You know what kills me is that these two women are fighting. I'm not gonna even say they fighting. Well, one of them is really fighting over the dude. And this is what I don't understand with women. Like, y'all know that these niggas is bums, and y'all will still deal with these bums. You got a woman that didn't even have a child with this dude, and you took the keys, you went and chased after a woman to have a talk with her, and talking about you want to talk to woman, like, none of that makes sense. So I'm going to just assume that most women like chaos. That's what I believe. Y'all like chaos. But let's continue.
So you can't sue her for something said in court to a judge. The judge
Even
can
if it's
determine that
about
you're
me?
lying and charge you with perjury. Did he do that?
No, sir.
Did you tell
I
the
keep
judge?
fighting. He wouldn't even read the letter. We went to
Okay.
court the 27th. He didn't want to look at it.
Your counterclaim for harassment and emotional distress is for what?
Okay, her coming up to my job. Now, like I said, the letter that you have is because she's suing my employer for $10,000, saying that she comes into her at my job, spending $200-300 a month. Ms. Caradine has never came into my job until she saw that I work there. I've been there for 6 years. That letter is just stating that they didn't.
It states
put her
that she
out of
was
the
never
store.
asked to leave the store.
Right, and that's right, and that's what he said. That he responded to the lawsuit because she's trying to sue them for $10,000. And the harassment, you come into my job, like I
Are
said.
you saying he asked you to leave the store or not?
No.
Okay. So you're saying you were never asked to leave the store?
Correct.
And he's saying she was never asked
Right.
to leave the
And
store.
what I was
so I'm
saying
going to
was
believe
that's on the
him.
order.
Ma'am, I'm
Right.
going to believe him. Both your cases are dismissed. This is a mutual argument and mutual emotional distress and harassment based on a man who's coward enough to run.
Okay, that's fine.
Have a
Can I
good
ask you a
day.
question?
Cases are dismissed.
Right.
Brother, this is a crazy case. Crazy, but we not even done here. Because wait to the end.
Basically, just trying to take care of our child together. I mean, we have a 6-month-old. He needs his mother and father. It's nothing like that. We just asked if this girl would leave me alone. I don't think anything's happening between those two. She's dealing with a friend of his now.
We're still sleeping together, even though I sued her and she has the PPO
Are
order.
you crazy?
We're still sleeping.
Did y'all hear that? So this dude is really he's doing it. What the hell is going on? So you got the baby mama that says that she's dealing with his friend, which to me is even crazy. That's some crazy shit. But the plaintiff comes back and says, we're still sleeping together. Again, brother, I don't know. Maybe that dude, you know what? I've heard of women saying that some men got that demon wee-wee, that demon pole. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Because I'm trying to figure out.
Bro, we live in a world where these circumstances are more of a comfortable route for people than healthy version. Like this is more comfortable. This is the environment. This is the nature versus nurture.
Hmm.
And this is the environment that this is probably normal in their environment. They probably live in a small town. They probably don't know no better. And I didn't know how bad it was because now that I'm listening to these videos, because these court cases are from like a long time ago. Some of these court cases are from like over a decade ago.
Right.
And the fact that women were saying these things back in the day, I don't think people were looking at things the way we see it today.
Right.
Because there's no way, like back in the day. And I think this behavior was more accepted back in the day. And now that we're seeing that there's a lot of stuff that comes with like I see why I see why men are kind of like rethinking a lot of commitment when it comes to women, because when we realize, like, what did she say to the next guy, this woman right here, what did she say to the next guy after being in a situation like this? She has to keep messing with that guy, because
Right.
who else is going to understand this BS?
Right.
This is crazy.
Let's see what else.
Sleeping together, so it doesn't really matter.
Brothers, a lot of y'all the one that's destroying a lot of these women. And by the time some of these women be 40 and 45, after they done all they crazy shit, this is where these women be talking about niggas ain't shit. Black men ain't shit. Black men be cheating. I was just watching a video. There's a new app called, and I was looking into it. It came out in June of this year, called Tea Time. Tea Time. And I'm not gonna play the video, but brothers, this app is for women only. Do you know that this app shows? I mean, there's women discussions. It's actually women that are posting men, and some of these women have actually slept with the same man. It's crazy out here. It's crazy. But brother, we got to get our act together, because I'm not blaming. At this point, man, I don't even want to even get on these women no more. I will through my videos, but at the end of the day, they gonna fall, and some of them gonna come back to you at the end of the day. I promise you, they will. So, and I'm not promoting poly. I ain't doing that shit. I thought about it.
Yes, you are.
Mugga, get out of here. But that's pretty much it, brothers. We gotta do.
The
We gotta
fact
do
that you
better.
said the word poly means you're promoting it. This is crazy. It's nuts.
I'm done here.